Hi everybody, it's Mrs. Opper. I'm back and I wanted to just show you the end results of the How Clean Are Our Hands bread experiment. We did this experiment back in March 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Those are the days I have students. And we wanted to see how clean our hands were. So what I did is every student touched the piece of bread that was in their class. So if you see at the top, there's a row of bread where it says the teacher's name and no kids, and then the bottom is the teacher's name and kids, and that means that bottom piece of bread was a piece that everybody touched. Now we found out some interesting results. The bread I just showed you over there was Weight Watchers bread from the corner of my freezer. Here you can see the results are very different because this is Safeway in-house bread. We talked quite a lot about it, and what we realized was a few things. That no, these kids' hands are not cleaner, and teachers, but the bread is full of chemicals called preservatives. And so those preservatives keep the bread from going moldy. Now there's a few weird ones. Miss Cagorno's class, that was Weight Watchers bread. It went totally moldy, the one that got touched by the kids. And I don't know why that's different than all the other ones. These are all the same loaf of bread. We want to see germs, especially in today's time, because we want to know whether something's healthy to eat or not. And when they put chemicals into your bread to preserve it, you can't tell that lots of kids have touched it. The teachers is an interesting one. The one they touched has no mold. The one they didn't touch is like disintegrating. I have no idea what happened there. If we go over to the Safeway bread, and forgive my videotaping, this was a March 5th bread. And you can see the top row, no kids have touched, but it's still really moldy. The bottom row is the row that kids have touched. There's Miss Aranis's class, Miss Cron's, Miss Moss's, and Miss Patrick's. Actually, this one is wrong. There, Miss Moss's, those are the ones the kids have touched, and those are the ones up here they haven't. So this tells us that the Safeway bread is actually better for us because it has less chemicals and preservatives in it, but it does go bad faster. It shows us that germs are there by going moldy. And while it can be annoying that your bread goes moldy, you want to know when it's right to eat and when it's not right to eat. Kids were wondering why we did this experiment. Well, artists are scientists as well. We were learning at the time about Leonardo da Vinci, and he was a scientist, a mathematician, an artist, all sorts of things. This was my bread. Nothing happened to it. I touched it over and over for 3 days to show the students. So I just wanted to show you the results of your experiment. I'm sorry that the video is very wobbly. I wasn't sure how to make this happen. So if your bread did not go moldy, I'm sorry to tell you that does not mean your hands were all clean. It means the bread was different and had preservatives in it. If your bread went moldy, like these 4 classes, that doesn't mean you're any dirtier, your hands were any dirtier. It just means that the bread didn't have preservatives in it to keep it from going moldy. The moral of the story, everybody, is to be safe and wash your hands. We did this before the coronavirus really got going, and ironically, it means so much more now, a month later. Be safe, take care, and see you later, alligators.